Well, flowers, family, and a whole lot of love is what you will find at Field and Forage. The Huntsville-based flower farm is run by a dynamic mother-daughter duo. And today we are diving more into the blooming business to share tips for creating the perfect Mother's Day bouquet with owner Terry. Terry, sister, welcome to the show. We love you.
Thanks for having me.
So excited to host you. You have built such an amazing business. For starters, I know we featured Field and Forage here on the show before. For people who missed that, recap for us a little bit. You and your daughter brought this beautiful, glowing business to Huntsville. Tell me how you started it up.
Well, we started, I had a daughter that was getting married, and we thought, hey, we'll grow all the flowers.
Perfect.
That was a total disaster, and we ended up having to buy flowers. But that's what sparked the idea.
And you've since, again, created a gorgeous farm out in the Owens Crossroads kind of Huntsville area, and it's so beautiful in so many ways. Well, we're going to take a closer look at the farm in just a minute. Before we do, you brought some fabulous florals in the studio with us. Tell me kind of what are your secret tips? Again, Mother's Day this coming weekend. What are some pro expert tips we need to know?
All right, so what I wanted to show is that when mothers or wives or whoever get, this is a paper wrapped bouquet that they get from us.
Beautiful.
And a lot of people, what they do is they undo this, okay? They rip off the paper here.
This is what I would do so far.
That's right.
Throw it in a vase of water, right?
And then they just throw it in a vase, okay?
I'm sensing that's not what we're supposed to do.
Right.
Okay.
And so they just kind of do this, which they're flowers, they're pretty, so it's okay. But I want to show how you can go from this to
kind of some leveling going. You know what? And I actually like shorter flowers, Terry. I was at a dinner party, and sometimes we can't have these big basic. We can't see people. We need floral arrangements that are different levels, and also that just makes it so much more beautiful. Okay, so I'm so intrigued. Are you going to put Mama to work over here? Mama,
I'm going to put your Mama to work with some clippers here.
Oh, that's pretty interesting.
So the 3 F's are of flower farming: foliage, fillers, and your focal flowers.
Focal flowers. Wow. Say that 4 times fast.
Exactly.
Okay.
And at Field and Forage, we add in a 4th F, which is forage. So we always like to add in some kind of element that we've just kind of got on the side of the road, or it's just out in our pasture, or something like that, to add kind of a whimsical touch to it.
I love that.
So the first thing that you always want to do is get in your foliage.
Okay. Where did you find this foliage? Did you grow this one yourself?
Well, we kind of grew most of this.
Okay.
Actually, all of this.
This is the mint.
So this is mint, and you're just going to
how far do you want
all different. You can leave it where it is. You can go a little bit farther down.
This is just limitless creativity on display. Doing great.
Where did you get the little wire net inside?
Let me show that. So we have some. Can we see that?
Yes. There we go.
There we go. And this is just some chicken wire, but you can get some of this at Hobby Lobby. And this is floral tape.
Floral tape. Where do we get that, Terry?
You can get that at Hobby Lobby too.
Okay, shout out Hobby Lobby. This segment is not sponsored by them, but it might as well be. Fabulous. Okay, so we're just kind of clipping
I'm just starting because I don't want us to run out of time before we see this beautiful.
That's right.
And
so we're just gonna.
This is so great. And Terry, as we do this too, I'm also told you lived overseas for a little while. How did that kind of influence your just whimsical creativity, especially with florals? So
we lived in the Bavaria area, which is southern Germany. And they have these little flower fields. They're called Blumenfields.
Blumenfields, of course.
And they have scissors hanging there and a little lock box. And you can just go and pick and then stick your euros in the box.
Fun. And that's kind of similar to what you do. You guys do offer events. Tell me kind of what events look like out there at Field and Forage.
So all during the summertime, we have you pick nights where you can bring a picnic out and pick flowers and eat dinner, and it's wonderful. There you go.
You're so gifted at it. You do this all alongside your daughter,
I'm trying to get them all in here because I want to see a little finished product. But I'm thinking here, she probably knows the better what goes taller, what goes shorter.
You're doing great.
We can just always be sure and look at her beautiful one.
Always zoom in on the finished product.
Yes. And
you're doing wonderful.
Yeah.
We're just sticking everything in here.
So beautiful. And I love these colors. There's no telling how many varieties of florals you have out there on the farm.
Yeah. I mean, these are, our spring flowers and summer flowers we've got going. We've got started, but they're not blooming yet. So these are all spring.
Ready, and they're so beautiful. Mama, you did that beautifully.
You did.
I love that. Terry,
I'll tell you what.
You
You know what? Mention this little lazy Susan. That's a good little thing too.
Yes, this is how I like to arrange so that you can just kind of make sure you're getting things everywhere.
So gorgeous. And there she is. Beautiful.
Yes.
Mama, you did great. Terry, you're a good teacher, a good instructor. Thank you for joining us on this special Mother's Day show.
I love this because you're right. I normally would have just done the water.
Yeah, you
with
just
the,
stick them in a vase.
No,
And I'm
chicken
thinking
wire and the
Nani's
tape.
garden with all her flowers. She's got so many different varieties. We've got to do this.
We're gonna be busy this summer. We so are. Terry, thank you again so much. Tell us one more time before we let you go again. Field and Forage, where you guys are, where we can stay connected. You've got an online presence as
We're
well.
out off of Hobbs Island Road, and which is South Huntsville, and we're on Instagram. So check us out.
All the things you see those details there on the screen. Terry, we love you. Happy early Mother's Day to you. Thank you.
Happy Mother's Day. Thank y'all so much.
Thank you so much. All right. Come